He's JaqJaq.
And who are you again?
I'm your dad. I am your father. No, I am your father.
So he's the random guy off the street named PaqPaq that we're hiring to do the acting, the filming, the directing, the editing.
I do all the voices too. Yes, all the voices.
The voice acting. And I think that's it.
Yep. Wait, you're paying me?
No.
You just said we hired.
Yeah, for $0 an hour.
Oh, man.
Your payment is living here and being on the videos.
Oh, I get to be on the videos?
Yeah.
All right. That's very nice of you. You know, we're actually here to review The Mandalorian Episode 4.
If you're wondering, that's like a third attempt trying to start the video.
Yeah, we're probably not going to bother with bloopers because they're so long this time. They're like 18,000.
It might be a separate video.
In either case, we're here to review Mandalorian Episode 4. Episode 4. So.
Yeah, this series is growing up so fast. We're already halfway through season 1.
Yeah, I can't believe that. Man, that's only giving us 8 episodes. It's like, gee, what the heck? We want more. We want more.
Wait the next season, 40 episodes.
Yes, season 2, make it 40. That'll make up. She's hitting the thing again. That'll make up for the fact that we only got 8 in episode 1 in season 1.
But she's too cute.
Yeah, we're talking about the dog that keeps wanting to hit the table that the stand is on that's holding the iPhone that's
We
recording
would show
us.
you, but we don't want to mess up the camera ourselves.
Right, because we took 80 minutes to set this up just right so she could mess it up.
Take the 0 off. It was really 8.
T.
No, take the T off. It's really 8.
T.
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 E.
No. Anyway, so we're here to episode 4. Episode 4 was, oh dang it, what was the name of it? Sanctuary. The title of the episode was Sanctuary.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. And we actually got the female character that I saw on the live stream is considered one of the actresses that is a main actress in the show.
Even though she's going her separate way.
And now I can't, well, I have a funny feeling she's going to be back because my understanding is she's one of the lead characters, so to speak. Interestingly, there was an interesting fight between her and the Mandalorian, which is interesting because in real life, the actress, which her name eludes me right now, is actually a black belt in mixed martial arts. And
I just like how the fight got interrupted.
And in Muay Thai, which is like impressive. So she does a lot of her own stunts when it comes to fighting and stuff like that. So I thought that was kind of cool.
I just like how the fight ended with Baby Yoda just sitting with a bowl of soup.
Sipping it down.
Yeah, as they're both like at gunpoint. And then there's this Baby Yoda.
You want soup?
Yeah.
It's going to be like got milk. Want soup?
So many quotable lines in this show.
Yes, there are.
This is the way.
I have spoken. I have spoken.
So we start off going. Actually, how does this movie start?
We start off with the Baby Yoda pushing buttons in the cockpit, just like a kid would be doing, right? Oh, my sister.
Ooh, what does this do?
Right.
Self-destruct. What does this one do?
Yeah, exactly. So he's pushing buttons. Of course, he tells him, no, don't do that.
And then he sits him on his lap.
Then they pick a planet. Well, actually, no. It actually starts on the planet with some of the villagers. Yeah, with some of the villagers, right? And they're getting attacked by what look like raiders or pirates or whatever they are.
They don't tell us the species.
No, and I don't recall seeing that species offhand.
They look like a dog species.
At least not.
Their heads look like dogs to me.
Right, but I'm trying to think. I can't think of at least as a main, a character was in the front of something.
It might have been in the background.
Yeah, it might have been in the background. Actually, when the smoke was still smoky, I thought maybe it was like a Bossk type. Boss race.
Yeah, but then when they got
closer, you noticed it wasn't reptilian, which is kind of what he is, right? So, it did kind of look like doggish, maybe.
Yeah.
But didn't have the long snout, pushed back up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, but I'm just trying to think. I can't think of a race offhand. There's probably forgetting somebody, but anyway.
That random guy named Jimmy Joe.
Yeah, he's gonna be really upset. Yeah. I played that in episode 6. I can't believe you didn't see me in the background behind the tree when they fight the Ewoks.
For 2.5 seconds.
Hey, if I was in Star Wars for 2.5 seconds, I would tell everybody too. So what can I say, right? Anyway,
wonder how
So
much
it
you
starts
get
out
paid
with
for
the
that.
planet. The mom and the daughter hide kind of uniquely underneath a basket in the water, and of course they steal the harvest, the raiders. Then we
Not
flash.
the children.
Then we flash to the Mandalorian having Baby Yoda pushing buttons. But then they pick that planet to go to. Right. Alright, self-destruct initiated. But then they pick that planet to go
I
to.
thought that was on your other shoulder.
And then from there, it's actually a little slow in the middle.
Yeah.
So basically, he meets up with the woman lady, which I cannot remember.
They fight.
Her name in the show, I believe, is Kara. I think is what I
I don't
remember.
think they say it.
No, but I remember listening to the actress who plays her on live stream, on Disney Star Wars live stream, and I believe she said it was Kara, not Kara or something like that. I think it's Kara. I think. I'm pretty sure. Anyway,
Let's see if
we
it
get
says
to
it on
meet
the title
her.
description.
She's actually a former shock trooper, and because my phone's doing the camera. She's a former shock trooper and Alliance, also part of the Rebel Alliance too that they dropped. Obviously very skilled shot, skilled
Disney Plus is down
hand-to-hand
there.
combat, all that kind of stuff. Just go to IMDb and look
I
at
was
it.
even looking up Disney Plus.
Okay, I would look up IMDb.
Fine,
But-
I'll do your way.
Yes, do it my way. You will do it my way.
And if I don't, what would you do?
You will do it my way.
And if I don't, what would you do?
You will do it my
And
way.
if I don't, what would you do? We can go like this for hours. We've done it before.
Yes, we have. So, and then anyway, they wind up. The Mandalorian gets approached by the villagers to save
Is it
the village.
Mandalorian? Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, to save the village, and in the process of saving the village, that's when the real cool stuff happens. There's a large. Oh, you know what? We never. We're spoiling this, by the way. We're gonna spoil it, so we're probably a little late to tell you that. We'll probably put it in the title, in the description, and I might even have a thing have popped up earlier in the thing that says spoilers.
C-A-R-A.
C-A-R-A, yeah, Kara.
She's apparently only in 3 episodes.
Well, we've only seen her in 1, so she's coming back for 2 more out of the 4 left. That's significant.
Apparently there's Jawas in 7 episodes.
Well, there weren't any in this episode.
There were some in episode 3. There
Could have been some walking around in episode 1.
were big in episode 2.
They're big in episode 2, but that means they have to be in the rest of the episodes. If that's true. But sometimes they report to IMDb not true facts in order to mislead fans that look ahead in IMDb and determine, oh, look, this character doesn't die. We thought they were dead, but they're in the next half of the
That's
season.
either that or that's the baby. But it says 7 episodes.
For
This guy right there.
Kyle, whatever. Yeah, it says, yeah. And he's oh my gosh, what do they call them? I don't know the politically correct term, but he is not a tall person. He is vertically challenged, but he's a cool actor. Been in a few things that I'm aware of, but obviously a bunch of other things. Kyle, I don't know how you say his last name, but he plays at least one of the Jawas, and he will be apparently in more episodes, which would be cool. I don't know. I'm just enjoying the heck out of it. So anyway, like we said, we're spoiling. So anyway, they move on. They get approached by the villagers. They go out to the village. Then they find out that the raiders have an ATST, an all-terrain scout transport is what I think is. I can't remember now. But they were jokingly referred to as the chicken walkers. That
ATST.
ATSTs.
I
There's
remember
one
she's
ATST.
like, I didn't sign up for this.
Right.
And then it cuts to the next scene. You have to leave your village.
Right. Basically, he tells them you can't stay here. The villagers, of course, say no. We've lived here.
We missed one of my favorite lines.
Go ahead.
So the village people find the Mandalorian and like, we can offer you a place to stay and pay you. And he's like, I'm going to take the credits. And then he goes to Kara.
Kara, I think it's Kara.
Because she mentions later, unless you want to do round 2, only one of us can stay on this planet. So he walks up, throws the money at her, and is like, ready for round 2?
Yeah.
Ready for round 2?
That was kind of interesting. And then, so the villagers do I know we've lived here for generations and generations, we're not leaving. And they decide, okay, well, we can teach you kind of, sort of how to fight. And then, of course, there's a montage of them teaching them how to fight. And then there's the battle, which was really kind of cool. Starts out with
them invading their base and
Right.
blowing it to smithereens.
So Kara and the Mandalorian go and invade the Raiders' base. I guess
And
we'll
blow it
just
up.
call it the Raiders. Right. They actually do some fighting, some shooting. It's kind of cool. A lot of stuff, action going on, and then boom, they blew everything up by putting
And
one of
then
them
you
little
see
bleeps.
red eyes in the forest.
Yeah, that was actually kind of really slick. Red eyes in the forest, and you hear the mechanical thing of the ATST powering up.
I actually heard it. If you pay a close attention in the beginning of the episode, you can hear it walking around.
You can hear it walking around, yeah.
It's very faint, but you can actually hear it walking around, kind of showing you that there's more in the forest than what we think.
And when they're tracking it, too, late in the middle of the episode, they make a point of saying something big, walk through here, and then they figure out, of course, what it is from the footprint.
Yeah.
But then, so then they basically blew up the camp and they woken the giant, so we'll call it. And they run back to camp because they have a plan.
They have a trap for it.
Yeah, and of course it's a little smarter than that. Doesn't quite go into the trap at first. So they have to improvise the plan.
By pushing it, basically. Forcing it to go in.
Well, they didn't push it. She
Tricked it.
She tricked it, kind of. Jumped out in the front, made it have to keep coming closer because she kept hiding underneath the way the ledge was there when she jumped in the water. And then eventually it fell down. He had what looked like a thermal detonator kind of thing, some sort of bomb.
Yeah, it looks like the same bomb they used to blow up the base.
Yeah, it did kind of look like that. Or the same type of bomb that was inside IG-11, you know, which was said to be a thermal detonator. In either case, looks something along those lines, and he blows up the chicken walker. I'm sorry, ATST. And, chicken walker. And then, of course...
Just missing the arms.
The bad guys lose.
And the village is all cheering.
Yep. And everything's going to be great, except...
a bounty hunter shows up.
A bounty hunter shows up.
Especially since beforehand he's like, I'm a traveling guy that's on life for a kid. And he was going to leave baby Yoda there.
Yiddle.
Until... I'm not calling it Yiddle. Until... the bounty hunter shows up.
Yeah. And then there was a really cool thing about Kara. You hear the gun go off, and you assume
shot him.
They do it like with the IG-88 or the IG-11 thing. You think, oh my gosh, did the droid? The first episode, did the droid just shoot Baby Yoda? And you find out that the Mandalorian shot him. In this case, you're like, oh my gosh, did the bounty hunter just shoot Baby Yoda? And then you find out Kara was behind him and shot him. Now I am really curious about, and you brought this up. The tracking fobs. How the heck are they working? Is there? Because I was thinking, if there's like a,
because there's no way you can take on every single bounty hunter.
If there was like a chip or something they could remove from the Baby Yoda, I'm assuming that it's not doing that. It's somehow tracking on its life signature, so there's no way to remove the ability to track it. But also, how much range do these things have? I mean,
because he went way far out range.
Yeah, he went out.
He even mentioned small population and all this stuff. Looks like a great place to hide.
Yeah, and yet this bounty hunter happens to find him. And from Kara's impression, at least, she was the only one there of anything like that because she had thought the bounty hunter had come for her and was just trying to dispose of him. And with her skills, I would imagine she would have disposed of any other lesser bounty hunters.
Yeah, not Mandalorian.
Yeah, so I don't know how these tracking fobs, I think they're fobs.
Yeah.
Like my keys to my car, fob. I don't know how these work. I'm guessing they're keying on the signature, right? Mm-hmm. Somehow sort of life sign signature. But, gosh, range across parsecs?
Yeah.
I mean, in that case, they can always find out where they are.
Which is funny, because parsecs is measured of distance and measure of time.
Well, it's really a measure of distance. They used it to represent, when he said, made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs, which really meant not so much that he made it.
He didn't take the route that you're supposed to take.
He did it in less distance than anybody else has, which of course also gives us less time, right? Because unless you're crawling, less distance means less time.
Which if you're crawling in space, that's a bad idea.
Right. Of course, we know it was closer to 13 parsecs thanks to Solo, which honestly was a good movie. Watch it if you haven't. Yeah, it was really, really enjoyable. Anyway, so I'm trying to figure out how this is working, because if it's that clear and crystal that sectors and sectors and sectors away, you can go beep 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 up that direction. then gosh, they could track anybody anywhere all the time. They wouldn't need a...
Which then wonders how Luke stayed hidden for so long.
Well, right.
Because then you just send a bounty hunter with one of the fobs and they're like, oh, well, he's on this planet.
Maybe the advantage of Luke and Leia is that the people who knew that she actually gave birth and didn't die, well, she died in childbirth but didn't die ahead of time and the babies were dead, were actually all part of the Rebel Alliance, right? You had
Obi-Wan.
Oh, you had Jimmy Smith's character, which was Bail Organa. Obi-Wan.
Because he brought Luke and was watching Luke.
Yoda.
Did Yoda know?
Yeah. And I think that's it, because didn't they wipe the memories of the droids that were there?
Yeah, they did.
So that's like all that really knew. That
yeah,
because
C-3PO and R2-D2 didn't know about Luke, and they were in the room, I believed.
Yeah, I believe that, because he said to have their memories wiped. So I can get that, they may not have been, maybe you've got to know about it, but then they had to somehow be aware that Yoda's species has another baby somewhere. I mean, maybe they just generically said, we'll track his, genetic signature. Oh, we found a hit, let's go after it. I don't know.
Guns blazing!
But my point is this, if those tracking fobs are that great, why do you need an expert bounty hunter that's a tracker to go after these people? I mean, anybody can point it and figure out, I got to keep going that direction. Right? Mm-hmm. I mean, it kind of gets like, okay, so what's the point? I'm confused on how that's all working. But that's just me being geeky. As a point, it doesn't bother me though. I can enjoy the show without it, but it is definitely something that makes me go, But other than,
I don't have that much.
I don't either. I don't have anything. I keep shaving. It's because nothing grows through here. I'd get a cool Obi-Wan beard or something, or Qui-Gon Jinn beard, but nope, nothing. So, anyway.
And I think that's kind of all the key point.
That's all the key points.
Because then you see him starting to leave the village.
Yeah.
And all the kids upset.
That Baby Yoda's leaving because Baby Yoda was having a great time with the kids, and the kids were loving Baby Yoda and stuff like that.
Although I did find it something cool to note that they actually did. Watching the flashbacks, you could tell that he wasn't... It didn't seem like he was born a Mandalorian. And then they definitely made it clear.
Yeah.
Because he made a mention that he hasn't taken his helmet off since he was a little kid.
Right.
Since the Mandalorians took him in.
When anybody was around.
When his parents died.
Right. So he wasn't born, apparently he wasn't born a Mandalore, but he was raised in the Mandalorian way.
Yeah.
Which kind of actually brings an interesting side to his character. Why is he working so hard to...
Save the kid.
No, why is he working so hard? We learned from the first couple of episodes, why is he working so hard to fit in with the Mandalorians that were in that coven
because he wasn't
on the planet?
An original Mandalorian.
Because and they probably are kind of aware of that.
Yeah.
Right. So, but that brings up an interesting
probably even
thing.
Stretch even more that's the clan that took him in.
Yeah, that's probably the clan that took him in. And I did see, one of the guys there was played by Jon Favreau. The last name was Vizsla, which means it'd be Clan Vizsla. The interesting thing about Clan Vizsla is Tar Vizsla is the one that became created the Darksaber, and became a Jedi. So he was a Mandalorian and a Jedi, and used the Darksaber, which is probably one of the... I thought the lightsaber was the coolest weapon. I think the Darksaber is probably cooler than that, especially seeing it's a Mandalorian weapon.
Only those of Mandalore can wield it.
Yes, and actually those who are like significant in Mandalore, not because if you remember in Rebels when they found the it's Darksaber, right?
Google.
Now I want to say, is it Darksaber or Black Saber? I think it's Darksaber.
Google.
Yes, but when they found it, if you remember that Sabine handed it over to the one that was going to be the leader. And she was going to wield it, and I can't remember who the name of that character was, but is it the Darksaber? Google.
Yes.
Yep, Darksaber. Which I actually think the Darksaber is cooler than a generic lightsaber, probably because it was built by a Mandalorian.
And your second favorite character is the Mandalorian.
Yes, my first favorite character in all of Star Wars is Ahsoka Tano. My second favorite character
is the out of everyone we've seen there's only been two people, Ahsoka and girl from Clone Wars.
Ahsoka is from Clone Wars.
No, the Sith from Clone Wars that could dual wield.
Asajj Ventress.
Yeah,
Ventress?
I just realized those are the only two Jedi you've ever seen dual wield lightsabers.
Yes. Ahsoka Tano is my first favorite all-time character. My second favorite all-time character.
No. There's also General Grievous. Never mind. There's 3.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if you can count him as he's mechanical.
I feel like if we don't say it, someone in the comments section is gonna be like, "You forgot him."
That would be true, but he's mechanical, and I don't know that. I don't know. So anyway,
his one. Ahsoka's and the other person were forged.
You're not letting me
dual. He stole his.
Yeah, he has stolen his from fallen Jedi that apparently he has taken down. But I don't know if we can really count. He does wield multiple lightsabers. Because he has more than 2 arms, kind of a little unfair. Just saying, Anyway.
Back to what you were saying.
First favorite character, all through Star Wars, Ahsoka Tano. Second favorite character, Sabine Wren, who is a Mandalorian.
So let me guess, is the third one this guy?
So if we were to combine my 2 favorite characters, then I'd want a Jedi Mandalorian, and you get Tar Vizsla.
But we haven't met him.
With the Darksaber.
But we haven't met him.
No, but we did get to hear about him in Rebels, right? So
that would be cool if he was dual wielding Darksabers.
No, there's only one Darksaber as far as we can tell.
Well, whose fault is that?
It is really cool that in Rebels, Ahsoka Tano makes an appearance and she wields dual white lightsabers.
Yeah.
Because she left the Jedi Order.
Spoilers for Star Wars Rebels, by the way!
Well, it's just her showing up is no big deal. I mean, that's not a spoiler, especially now. But anyway, so what are your favorite characters in Star Wars?
Have you seen my room?
I have, but they haven't.
I have like a full shelf of R2-D2s.
Yep. So your favorite would be R2-D2s. Do you have a second favorite?
Half the cast.
If we were to limit just to the movies, then I'd have to say my favorite character, and just to the movies, my favorite character would probably be Boba Fett.
Oh yeah, so
even though he wasn't a Mandalorian. I was
about to say, didn't Ahsoka appear? And I was like, no, she didn't.
No, not yet. But there's rumors that she will appear eventually in her own movie or something.
Then he can be your favorite in the movies.
So Ahsoka Tano, then Sabine Wren, and then I'd have to go with Thrawn. Thrawn is an awesome character.
So I'm noticing the shows have all your good characters.
Yeah, they do. I really enjoyed the extra movies.
Are you taking notes on this?
Yes, Disney. If you're taking notes, by the way, Disney, I love wearing Star Wars gear, but I'm like a 4X and I'm tall. So you need to start having big and tall stuff. I look up online and you go to like 1X, maybe 2X tops. And then at the bottom it says run small. Now come on. Help a big guy out, okay? Okay, Disney? Okay. This is a public service announcement that all of us that are big and tall.
Sponsor us as well, please.
Well, all of us that are big and tall would love to wear your merchandise. Thank you. And yes, you can sponsor us. And you know what would be cooler? Don't sponsor us. I don't care about that. Call us in to do something. Voice acting, whatever. Have Jon Favreau. Boy, man, when I was listening to the live feed, everybody said, well, I got a call from Jon Favreau's office to come in. Have Jon Favreau call us to come in and do something. I don't care. We can be Jawas in the background as long as we know. Well, I guess I'm too tall to be a Jawa. But
I think I am too.
As long as we know, right? I mean, I'm like Simon Pegg.
It would be even cool if we're like even like a side main character,
Or no, I'm like Simon Pegg, who was that dealer at Jakku, right? Inside his suit, you wouldn't know it was him unless you looked at the credits. Or Daniel Craig, who played the stormtrooper that released her bindings, right? You don't know who he is because you can't see his face, but he was there, and we would be cool. Actually, I would love to do voice acting. I love to do some voice acting. Just call me, Disney, call me, hook me up. All right. Anyway, back to the show. When we
we're talking about the Mandalorian.
Right.
We got on a sidetrack there.
When we look at Easter eggs, obviously the ATST was an Easter egg, a big one. I think
really big. It was right there in your face.
I think the thermal detonator was another Easter egg. I don't know.
I don't think there was a thermal detonator.
Okay. I think it was, but okay, if it wasn't.
I don't know what it would be, but it didn't look
some sort of bomb.
It didn't look like a thermal one to me, but maybe I'm just not remembering a thermal right. That could be
the boom boom.
Again, it could be completely right. I'm just forgetting a thermal detonator, and there actually was one. But I don't remember it having the circle of lights.
Okay, now the one that you see in Return of the Jedi did not, but I think we've seen some in the in like the Clone Wars and stuff that looked more like that. I think. I could be wrong. Anyway, one of the things I wanted to bring up right now, that whole scene where he talks about where we learn about when he became a Mandalorian or got taken in by the people of Mandalore. He says that he hasn't taken his helmet off until he was, basically a really small kid. And around somebody. He does take his helmet off.
Yeah, because we see him afterwards take it off to eat.
He also he said he took it off like yesterday or this morning or something, right? Yesterday. And therefore we also see him take it off to eat. But here's what I'm thinking. He is standing or sitting in front of an open window. And obviously the town is enamored by this new guy that shows up. And the kids are literally out in front of the window playing. Are you going to tell me that nobody saw him with his helmet off?
Plot holes. We're not supposed to mention them.
No, I figured out what it was. No. He used the Mokhtar stealth haze.
There we go.
Yep.
I apparently woke Lily up.
Yeah. Oh, no, don't come over.
No,
Don't wave for her. Don't wave to her. Don't wave. Put your hand down. Put your hand down. Shh. Okay. Anyway, so I was kind of curious about that. I mean, if he's in an open window, and he is obviously him and Kara and the Baby Yoda are obviously new and the unique thing to be looking at. And somebody didn't happen to look over at the window.
Ooh, hey, he has his helmet. Especially since he mentions if he takes stuff in front of someone, he can never put it back on again.
Right. Now, I have not seen that. Now, I mean, I have watched a lot of Star Wars, right?
Well, yeah, the Mandalorian has been kind of in war with each other, so different clans might have different rules.
It must be, right? Because
Sabine.
We saw, Sabine, but we also saw, and Sabine's family in Rebels, right? In Rebels, they would take their helmets off.
Clone Wars.
The guys when they were at Clone Wars with Duchess Satine, that whole scenario that went around the battle when Darth Maul's there at Mandalore.
Yeah.
I mean, they had times when their helmets were on and times when their helmets were off. In fact, at one point, those guys that kind of took the Mandalorian warrior cast and was kind of trying to overthrow stuff.
Also,
he stood with his helmet off, addressing everybody.
Those were before the fall of the Empire. Something could have happened from then to here.
Well, that was actually before the complete fall of Mandalore as well, too,
yeah.
right?
So maybe now because of the complete fall of Mandalore and now the fall of the Empire with the Empire in, this new law has been placed with the Mandalorians that you have to keep your helmet on.
Maybe. I don't know. But that is definitely something new. I was wondering about that when they asked him about, have you ever taken your helmet off? Have you ever had anybody else taking your helmet off? And it looked like he was almost going to let the lady take his helmet off. But no. But other than that, I don't think we saw any other Easter eggs. Right, sorry, didn't mean to tap you. I didn't think we saw any other Easter eggs. But definitely enjoying the show. Yeah, I will give it a thumbs up.
Hey, I'm giving it 2 thumbs up.
Me too. All right. Let's not bunk heads this time.
You are my father.
I am your father.
There's no doubt about it.
No doubt about it. None. Zero.
Who are you?
I am the movie trailer voice in a world where James has one father.
Okay.
I am him.
Okay, I'm sorry. The Scooby-Doo trailer, I loved how they did that.
Oh, yeah. We're in a world where...
No, like, Shaggy's like, ooh, do your movie trailer voice. In a world where...
In a world where... He does it more like, Ruby, Ruby, Roo. He does it like that.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
That was cute.
This one has been really sidetracked.
Digressed. We're gonna reel this back.
Okay, here's the main line, and then here's all the extra track that we've accidentally lit.
Okay.
Plus the hair.
Yeah, the hair. All right, we're gonna do something. We're gonna wrap this up. But we would love for you to hit the subscribe button.
The bloopers are long, so we might just make a video of it if we show it.
We might throw the bloopers in here. We'll see what happens. If so, there'll be a little title thing that says bloopers.
And then you'll see them.
Other than that, I can't think of anything. I'm looking forward to the next episode. I'm real excited
because sponsor us.
Well, one of the things is from the trailer.
Jobs.
From the trailer, what's his face? Gino Carlos the guy from Evolution, African American guy.
Oh yeah, the guy that was giving him the job.
No, that's Carl Weathers. This is a different guy.
Oh.
Here, pull up your phone. Here, give me your phone. Let's go to IMDb. I'll get a character. Anyway, his character was seen with a bunch of death troopers inside the, what do you call it? And it looked to be on a foresty or greenish type planet, not on like the desert looking ones or anything like that. So I would definitely say...
What's his name?
Gino, keep going. Get the whole cast. You only got part of it. Full cast. There we go. Whoa. Keep going. There he is, right there.
He's in one episode.
Yep. It's
Which, you know what that means? That's probably
Giancarlo Esposito.
That's probably the season finale.
Giancarlo Esposito.
See what happens when you let him take your phone.
This guy. He looks like he's commanding a squadron or platoon or something of death troopers, and it looks like it's on a greenish type planet, forest type planet. Could be this one. So maybe he doesn't actually get back to the Razor Crest and get off.
Or for all we know, that could be the season finale.
Yep, we don't know. But it's pretty cool so far, and we're loving it. So with that, subscribe.
Make sure to subscribe. If it's red, hit it. That means you're not subscribed. And when you subscribe, this awesome thing happens. You get to watch our videos even more.
All the time.
While you're at it, hit that bell notification. Just so you know.
Every single one of them.
Just so you know when we upload a video.
Which is as often as we can.
Right now it's been 1 a week.
Ish.
We will eventually do the Voltron. I know we keep saying about it.
We might. Maybe we'll try and work on that this weekend. Try and work on the Legos.
We will. We might try a live stream on Facebook. So if you have our Facebook there.
What we can do is live stream the one while we're... that's what we did last time.
We live streamed it and we filmed it. So, you know, our Facebook will probably post if we live stream it on there this weekend. Keep up with that because, you know, one of us will be checking the comments. So, you know, you can just...
We'll try to
Just
anyway.
say hi. We'll say hi back.
And that's facebook.com/JaqJaq and PaqPaq. It's also twitter.com/JaqJaq and PaqPaq.
Yeah, but we'll post it on the Facebook.
JaqJaqAndPaqPaq.
I'm sorry, if you don't know how to spell the word "and," there's a problem.
Well, sometimes they put like N, sometimes you put ampersand. I mean, sometimes you do all
We're
kinds of
not
other
those
stuff.
weird people. We're weird, but we're not those weird people.
No, we are a totally different kind of weird. We are our own kind of weird. That's right. We chart our own path in the weirdness. Anyway.
Trying to dodge everyone else's weird paths.
We'll probably have some bloopers coming up. And in the meantime, we're going to wait till next week to see the next episode. And
so the next video will either be the Voltron or the next Mandalorian video.
Yeah, probably. The Voltron might take a little bit longer to edit once we edit because we usually have the insets, so it might take a little longer.
And then we have the full-length one and the short one.
Yep. All right, so we're going to let you go.
Well, that will get out eventually. We will finish that set.
We will finish.
And we'll show you the full finished set.
Yep.
And if we get any more Legos that we do, you know, suggest that. Did you like us competing as Lego competition? Say
the Tron one?
Yeah. Say something in the comments, because if you guys like it, we'll do more of them.
Yes, we will. Buy duplicate Lego sets and see who does it fastest.
I won that one.
Barely.
Yeah. Just because it came down to the last minifigure, I was in the lead for the good chunk of that race.
And then you fell behind.
Because of the stupid minifigures.
I was the tortoise that was just steady along the way.
But you still lost to the hare.
Oh, I did, yes, barely. Missed it.
Missed it
by
because of that stupid minifigure didn't want to stay on.
Doesn't matter. I still almost did it. Anyway, we'll do more.
Yeah, so let us know if you like those and we'll do more. We'll probably try the Voltron one next to see if we can do a race with that. Maybe, maybe not. If not, then we'll buy a whole... You know, you can even suggest sets. Of course, not huge sets. But you can suggest sets if you want as well for us to try to race each other at.
Yep. All right. We're going to catch you later. Next time. Bye.
Bye. And enjoy the bloopers if they are at the end of the video.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, Dad. I was just talking about we might have bloopers for this too.
Bloopers.
If you're seeing this, then you know the answer.
The answer is bloopers.
If you see this, you know the answer.
That's
We're
right.
gonna have we should really make a compilation of these if we have enough.
If we do, someday, maybe, when we're old and gray, and we've got nothing else to do.
Well, you're already getting some gray.
But I'm not old.
Not
I'm
yet.
Young and gray. Salt and peppery. Yes, very much so.
If you're watching this, this means we put this either at the probably at the end of the episode as a funny blooper joke.
Probably, because that's what we do.
So in case we do, make sure do all that like subscribe stuff that we probably said earlier in the video that we haven't said yet. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Time to get serious.
Sorry, I can't take you seriously.
Give her a treat.
We're recording, dear. And no, you're not going to be able to walk by us right now.
I can grab them, I think.
No, you can't. You're too far away.
This is gonna be all funny if we actually put this in as a blooper reel.
I will give her a treat afterwards. Are we good in the shot? Good.
Oh, hey, someone wanted to say hi.
Don't bump the table. Don't bump the table. I know you're a good puppy. Don't bump the table. She's gonna bump the table.
This is gonna be so funny if we actually show this at the end of the video. It's
She's
just
gonna
us
bump the table,
goofing
No,
out.
no. Don't play with that. Don't play with that. That's a stand. She's playing with the camera stand.
We thought we were gonna get ready to get again. If you're watching this,
thank
it's
you.
so funny right now for me.
All right. No, don't do it. Don't. Oh, now there's hair everywhere. Hey, if you like our videos, you should check us out.
And you know what? We love doing this, but we need you guys' support and subscribe right here, and then watch two great, amazing videos right here.
Both of these with me in it.
Both of them with me in it, definitely.
Yeah, see, look at that. You got
So-
double the power, double the time.
Yes. So make sure to check those two videos out and subscribe to our channel. It helps us out a lot. Hit that bell, and see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.